Gather around, boys and girls. It's that time of day again. It's story time with Jared Johnson. Hey, here's your host, Jared Johnson, with a story.
The thing about Ron Paul is he was a gunsmith before he was ever a politician. So I'm going to tell you the story about Ron Paul, the gunsmith. Ron Paul used to be a gunsmith, and it was believed at the time that guns were going to go out of style, that people were going to pick up plasma rifles and be killing each other with those, and gunpowder weapons would be a thing of the past. That turned out to not be the case, and Ron Paul developed a system that would revolutionize the gun industry, the gun shoe. Now, the thing about the gun shoe that was different than anything before is you could wear it. It was the only combustible weapon that you could wear. Now, along with the gun shoe came a whole new field of combat. Padfoot. Now, Padfoot was fought in Bosnia, Operation Iraqi Freedom, just Desert Storm. There's even rumors that it was in Vietnam, but that was before Ron Paul's time, so couldn't have been the case. Well, anyway, the way a gun shoe works is you wear it, then you walk up to someone, you give them a solid kick in the pants, the gun goes off and blows their intestines out of their butt. It's a pretty horrific way to die, but that's the nature of the gun shoe. Ron Paul was a gynecologist after he was a gunsmith. He wanted to bring life into the world instead of taking it away. He felt responsible for many deaths at the hands of his genius. At the hands of his ingenious device, known only as a gun shoe. And once he was bringing a child into the world, shut up. He was bringing a child into the world, and he called the father and said, "It's crowning. You must come and see your child being born." And the man comes in and he says, "My God, that isn't my child. It can't be. It's maroon." And so the man said, I'll be having none of this. Decided to force the child back from whence it came, but forgot that he was wearing his gun shoe. When he kicked the child, the gun shoe went off, but the child was not harmed because not only was it not his child, but the father of this child was Superman. He was Kryptonian and therefore invincible. Gun shoe had no effect. It was at this time that Ron Paul realized that his entire life's work was undone at the hands of an infant. He went back to being a weaponsmith, and now he's working on something new. Something that can only be called the ballistic shirt. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
And that was the story of Ron Paul and the gun shoe. Come back next week when we hear the origin of the door lock.